Did you play the IWA as a kid and never win a belt? Well, now's your chance. Feeling that midlife crisis creeping in? Don't have a ton of cash to blow? Want to go back to the 80s? Since 1985, the Imaginary Wrestling Association has been the #1 wrestling game in the universe. Forget these fly-by-night imitators, e-feds and booking simulators. The IWA has outlasted them all. It's 2025 and play-by-mail is here to stay. If you love wrestling, if you love creativity, if you've got the guts to step up to the challenge, then don't be a loser. Join today and become a champion. Go to playiwa.com right now. Once you start, you can't stop.
On the mat host tonight, Barry Holland, along with pro wrestling personality and expert Steve Rickard. In this program of World Pro Wrestling from the Pacific, a sensation. Let's first go back to last week's action. Down the Montgomery. Oh! Wow, this is unbelievable. Steve Rickard is still hopping mad at down the Montgomery. Well, I did say, oh, he's going to hit the ring. What a sensational start. Well, I thought that Father Mongolian was laughing at the fact that Tony Rickard had been beaten and had been worked on by Lars Anderson. It looks as though that's really incensed Steve Rickard. He's absolutely fired up. It's the fact that I don't think he can believe it himself. Winner of tonight's first bout. He's got a lather up, and so is Steve after that. Coming to the ring and working on Lars Anderson. Everyone at the back of the neck from Steve Rickard. More fist just up to the front of the neck. Back comes Lars, Mongolian. Still there's that fisticuff between the both. One then the other. There's some heavy quick succession one. The side of the neck off. Oh, it seems like a rusty gate. And the sleeper already. The sleeper already. They've only just got warmed up. Well, looks as though it could be all over. Already. There's the Mongolian. He's twisting. He's fighting it. Specialty is Steve Rickard, the sleeper. I think the crowd have worked up to a bit of a lather here, too. The way Steve Rickard started this one off, and it looks as though he successfully applied the sleeper again, and there it is. Well. How quickly all that came upon the world powerlifting champion, the Mongolian. Now he's not breaking. Rickard is not breaking. He's still mad. Jack Campbell is beckoning him to break the sleeper hold. As we all know, it's not the sort of hold you want to hang on to and hang on to. Zara's got no fight whatsoever. Sleeper hold's been applied, and Jack Campbell cannot break. He cannot break Steve Rickard. I've never seen Steve Rickard this mad. Well, that's how it ended. Now here's the Mongolian.
This is just a conspiracy to get me out of wrestling. I'm sick and tired of Steve Rickard doing this to us. The man's dangerous. He should be out of wrestling completely.
You see what Steve Rickard did to my brother? I mean, you might have put him out of business entirely, or put him out of the sport. We're professional wrestlers. We are the world tag team champions. We have commitments all over the world to defend our titles. And what's he do? It's a conspiracy.
The man's just dangerous. He had to be out of wrestling completely.
The day since we came here, who did he put up? Van Mountain, the giant David to get rid of us. But it didn't work. But what's he do? He's supposed to be a troublemaker. He's supposed to be a troubleshooter. He's supposed to be here to make sure things are fair. What happens? He gets in a ring with my brother and cheats. He puts him in an illegal chokehold and tries to put him out of business.
Sure, we all saw what happened. What are you going to do to him next time?
Well, the man was trying to strangle me.
First of all, he's got to get healthy first. But we have friends in this sport. Mr. Anderson will take care of Steve Rickard. Maybe next time they get in the ring, maybe Steve Rickard gets his leg broke, huh? There'll be blood spilled in New Zealand the time Mr. Anderson gets done with him. And we'll be back. We'll be back.
Well, Steve Rickard disqualified and Zao the Mongolian injured. And the title goes to Lars Anderson automatically. And he's thrown out challenges to all comers. And first up, it's Merv Fortune of New Zealand. Black and blue. Merv Fortune in black. Lars Anderson in blue. Well, not only sensational, but rather tragic that we've lost two of the heavyweights from this championship. Steve Rickard getting disqualified and then Zao the Mongolian unable to carry on. Well, because of Steve Rickard. Lars Anderson already complaining. Continuing to do what he does a lot of and has done a lot of in other matches, and that is a lot of talking. He drives Merv Fortune back into the turnbuckle. Back comes Merv Fortune with a couple of fists to the chest, and back comes Lars Anderson talking.
Do watching now.
Alrighty, so welcome to the IWAR Network Tubecast. I'm your host, Alex G, and with me, as always, is Matt Riley. What's going on tonight, Matt?
This is the 200th episode. You know what that means?
I don't know what it means.
Me either, but it's good to say. It's like, hey,
So yeah,
200
we've done
episodes.
this for 200 episodes. It's a long time. I think it's a heck of an accomplishment. We're in our
Oh.
bicentennial, right, edition of this. So
Yeah.
we've been doing this since 9 years. 9 years for the
Oh,
Tubecast.
holy shit.
I know it's insane. It's insane. It's kind of gross, to be honest. I'm feeling very old right now.
I mean, the amount of like emails we've had from hot women demanding us make a special appearance in their lives.
Those are all Russians.
Guys,
if
you
remember.
don't know what we deal with.
Those are Russian bots. Don't ever forget about the Russian bots.
Oh, that's why it was like, you're a very sexy American man. Can I have your social security number? I think, yeah, sure.
Guys, that was a real thing for, like, we would be having the Tubecast, and then all of a sudden, like, it'd be, like, Russian bots coming in.
Oh, we were huge in Moscow for a while. Then they listened for real, and they were like, "Oh,
No, we were
that's
big.
what
We're
I'm
big in
getting."
Russian. We're big in the Southeast Asia.
Big Japan show.
Big
That
Japan
really
show.
put us over the top.
Japan, the UK. Though we do better in Canada since we do have Canadian people, and that's a whole other story. I think they VPN
Oh yeah,
out.
we get that Western Canada locked up demo.
So I
Maryland.
know the Maryland militia is going to listen pretty soon, but I was recently, like, I use my VPN quite a bit, and so I'm VPN'd out of Baltimore, and I go to IWA and I can't even get on their site in Baltimore. So I wonder if the Maryland militia, I wonder if the IWA's website is banned in Maryland, like they've been doing to these adult sites in the South. They've been banning them.
Oh boy.
So I was wondering if the IWA is banned, or did Brian Clothier have something to do with that? We'll find out. So I'm trying to download the bulletin, and I can't even get to the page. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I know Derek has told us before that he can't log in at school, or he's like, there's a dampening feel. I don't know if it's like your phone can get through.
Yeah.
And maybe you can't do it through your like work, like Wi-Fi, but I don't know.
I don't know, but I always, my VPN hops, so I have a hopping VPN, so I don't.
My workplace is like a giant. What's it? They call it the Fairway bag or whatever. Or the Faraday bag, whatever they call it. You put your like
so
where I work
stupid.
is like that. It's just like this gigantic killer of silence.
The irony is that now half my job's on my phone, so I'm on the sales floor all the time on my phone. And it looks like I'm
Yeah.
texting or I'm on Facebook or I'm doing something stupid. It's like, no, I'm literally working right now. Like
Yeah.
when I have to give people to-do lists, like it's going to be through the phone. Like it's
Yeah.
So guys, if you see a retail worker with their phone out, number one, it may not actually be a phone. It could be a zebra scanner, by the way. Keep that in mind. Or like,
Yeah.
hey, listen, half my work is on my phone now, so I'm not looking at adult videos when I'm behind the register trying to ring you up. I'm actually working.
Yeah.
So Matt, do we have Johnny B trivia?
Oh, we do.
Oh, he's so mad
We
at me.
have.
He's so upset with me all the time. Every time he reads one of these, I can hear the disappointment in his voice.
Well, he said it Tuesday night.
Oh.
I should probably email him. I hope he wasn't like listening with bated breath.
You're sitting there
Where's the
waiting.
show?
Like, where's the goddamn Tubecast?
So yeah, he sent in. So it's a good one. All right, I've not read it yet as always, so I'm seeing this the first time, like all of you, or hearing it first time. All right, so from Johnny B. Jr. I'd like to kick off tonight's trivia segment by congratulating Alex on reaching such an impressive milestone. Matt as well, but to a slightly lesser degree since he's missed the odd show here or there. That's true. With a manager spotlight feature in the works, things should be getting even better here on out. Stay tuned, folks. Alex requested suggestions for improvement. And mentioned that he would not be axing the intro due to the time involved in its creation. If the channel intro is something viewers have expressed its approval over, I think he should consider adding it to a less frequent basis. Another solution might be for him to familiarize himself with the term sunk cost and be more accepting the idea of eliminating it altogether. At what point will he feel he's gotten his time and money's worth? If its inclusion is causing people to be less likely to continue watching, I think the course of action is clear. You mean the intro for the show?
Yeah.
Is it people complain about it?
So modern YouTube don't do intros or outros anymore. They open up cold, which I don't like at all. Like, give me a little. I'm also a product of the '80s. Like, I'm in the intros. I can sing the Different Strokes intro right now. If I did, we get demonetized in a second. But I can sing it. So it's a relic from much like this game. It's a relic from a better age, perhaps.
I mean, you could do like a shorter clip of it.
Yeah.
Do like I'm just you don't have any we could add them, but they don't have any like titles like your host Alex G.
I mean,
your co-host
I could do
other
them.
guy.
I could do them. That's not tough. I could have
comedy musical number by Darren.
I can get a AI clone of Don Pardo from Saturday Night Live to fucking do it. It doesn't really matter. It's not kind of the point. Is that like so? There's systemic issues also with going live because there is a delay. So that's why we go to 3 different things as I go through the process as I get to the intro. So that's why we have the first one, the second one, and the third one. There's systemic reasons of why I have to do that. I know YouTube's working to get their own streaming front end. Like I have to use Streamlabs, so I do that and then I stream into YouTube. So I have a third party going into YouTube. But I know they're working on their own deal. But maybe one day I will change the intro or not have an intro at all. But that day will not be today. Maybe by episode 300.
I always say like I think if you do it in a way that like
it takes so long for you motherfuckers to get on the show fucking anyway. That's a whole nother problem. Because I can start to scream and it'll be 0 for like 5 minutes. So
we're at 1 now. Oh,
okay. I can just. There's also a countdown feature that I can do too if I really wanted to. Like, show starts in 10 minutes or whatever, and then it'll run notifications on YouTube for these people. But we got a lot of late bloomers anyway. Maybe that's because of the intro they're trying to avoid it. Now, who knows?
Yeah. Chris Adams in the ring. Oh, Chris Adams.
Taking on Sting, buddy.
All right. Huh?
Isn't that Sting?
Oh, is it Sting?
Looks like Sting to me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's a
Good old days.
he's a blade at this point.
Yeah. All right. So continuing. Besides congratulating Alex and Matt, but again, I want to be very clear that I'm congratulating him to a lesser degree. I would like to commend Jimmy on an excellent job reading some rather difficult names. He had to pronounce Michael Przybylewski multiple times, but completed the completed the challenge with aplomb. About the only one that really tripped him up was Edward Port Huron, which should be read as two separate words because he shares his last name in the city of Port Huron, Michigan. Moving on.
Why do you know this? Anyway.
Well, he lives in the Great Lakes, so he should know that.
It's fair enough.
I mean, like, I grew up here. Like, I have a lake near me called Lake Quannapowitt. We have Lake Winnipesaukee in New Hampshire. If you live anywhere else, I'm sure you have some kind of like regional area with a weird name, right?
Oh, I live on Long Island, buddy. Come on.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Come on.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm not saying that there's a Luther Alexander Tinder and new Facebook page, and I'm not saying that he's not a member of every single Willowick town page on Facebook, but he is. And it's hilarious. And do I post in there sometimes saying hilarious shit? Yes, I do.
Listen, Johnny B.
It's method acting.
We know you have these players from your game, but this one guy keeps suggesting ordinances. Can you talk to him about it?
Is someone making fun of that lake boat disaster that sunk back in the day? Apparently, it's a big point of contention over there in that area.
Edmund Fitzgerald?
The one that they I don't know, they drowned, but I keep on making fun of that. People do not like that. It's like, it's R911. I'm like, whoa, relax.
Edmund Fitzgerald.
It's whatever.
I don't know. I'd have to go check out Willowbook pages now.
They had a big boat that got sunk in the lake or whatever.
The Edmund Fitzgerald sank, but I thought it was Lake Superior, but I don't know which lake's up there. I think it's. I used to know these things. It's sad. When I was in school, I was like, "That's a lake right there." Nah.
You're one of those.
Hey, yeah, I was a history because I was in the Civil War history. I did a lot of papers and studying about it. I knew not only where all the battles were, the generals, the movements, etc. I knew what state they were in, what city they were in, and then I knew afterwards, Reconstruction-wise, what happened there, and whatever.
Fair enough.
Fell out of my head because I watched too much pro wrestling, apparently. Let's see here. Moving on. A name the AI summarizer gets right that Matt and Alex do not is current NWL wrestler NWL pariah Brian Clothier. His manager provided the correct pronunciation in that chat window in the March 11th episode titled "Not the IWAR Network Tubecast." After Alex specifically asked him about it, the following mnemonic, right? Mnemonic, yeah, it is.
Mnemonic
may help prevent that too.
Yeah.
Demonic. May help prevent recurrence of butchering his formerly good name. Brian Clothier's despicable attack left him lonelier and kamikaze homelier.
Hilarious.
There's no L there. It's only one L. Oh, you're killing me. All right, moving on. Alex inquired, when was the last time Johnny B had a baby Ruth? All right, he asked you to please hold while he consults his candy journal. What? Someone has stolen my beloved candy journal. Oh, that's right. I never kept one, so I'll have to guesstimate. I believe it's been quite some time. Sorry, but that is as accurate as I can be. I will tell you personally, I've never eaten a Baby Ruth because I know there's nuts in there. But two, I watched Caddyshack.
Yep.
And that did it for me.
That's fair.
That did it for me.
And that segues to my next question. Have you ever been inside of a pool that someone took a poop in?
Oh, that's horrifying.
That's gonna be a question for everyone. When was the last time you've been in a poop pool?
Oh, I don't know about that, but I'm sure it happened.
The year was 1986, and we're at the Holtzville pool.
Wait, you didn't say if I was the poopy or the pooper.
A little bit of both. Are you a pool peer?
Yeah. Alex also asked, what cologne do you think JB wears? Jakar Noor, High Karate. I think he's a cool waterman. I guess Jakar Noor. Like Alex, I don't wear cologne these days, but back when I did, my fragrance of choice was English Leather. Oh, the packaging read a man's cologne. I hope he didn't mind me using it. probably the reason I decided on that brand is it reminded me of my collection of fine books, which, as regular viewers know, are bound in leather.
They are.
I
So
will tell
English
you,
leather has the big wooden cap on it, by the way.
I had one of those. I had English leather. My grandparents, for some reason, every Christmas they gave us this box, right? And we'd all get one, and it would be like socks, stamps, lifesavers, cologne, like 30 different gifts, like this is all these random gifts, like almost like a stocking in a box.
Yeah.
And every year they give me a cologne, and they gave me like Old Spice one year, they gave me Stetson, and they gave me English leather. I still have 2 of the bottles of Stetson. I found them when I was cleaning up in the attic before we cleaned it out, and it's amazing. Like you just pop it, like oh my god, it's like I'm 12 years old again.
So I'm a big fan of the Aqua Velva. That was a good one.
How about Brute? You like the Brute?
I like Brute.
My grandfather.
When
my
I got
grandfather
to
was
the
Brute,
age
man.
where I actually picked my own cologne, it went from Michael Jordan cologne, if anyone remembers that. So I had that. I rocked that for a long time. And
Michael Jordan cologne.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Aqua di Gio was a big fan of, so that one was pretty good. Again, I got these for mostly as Christmas presents.
nice. The hosts were discussing footwear and wondered if I owned a pair of Crocs. Johnny B. Jr. says, not only have I never owned a pair, I've never even tried one
You're
on.
a good man,
although
Charlie Brown.
reputed to be extremely comfortable, there supposedly comes at a cost of being very bad for your feet. My main objection, though, is that they're not even made from real crocodiles. What a croc.
Yeah, son of a bitch.
I'm going to pause for laughter. Alex, what is Johnny B's fast food establishment of choice? It's Dairy Queen. It has to be. I said he's a Hardee's guy. Alex' second guess, which was Arby's, was prompted with a display of disgust from the co-host. Arby's sucks.
Who eats roast beef? Come on.
We have roast beef shops everywhere, and they're delicious. Hot roast beef is seriously the most underused
Beef?
sandwich in this country.
Okay.
It's an East Coast, like northeast thing. It's like
Yo,
mostly
I eat
Boston area.
pepperoni sandwiches.
My God.
They're good. A little pepper jack cheese on that bad boy. You toast it up. I'm gonna have one of those after the
Now,
podcast.
quick aside. Have you ever had something to eat, right? I had a coworker do this, and it's hysterical. I'll tell you in a second. Have you ever had something to eat that you thought was delicious and you just devoured and then regretted the next day or sooner?
Yeah, all the time.
Because we had
Thank
these
you,
new
White Castle.
Well, we had these new garlic chips at work,
Okay.
and the idea is they're not chips like potato chips. They're for you make a casserole. You put instead of the green onions,
Yeah, you sprinkle that on.
right?
Yep.
He ate the whole fucking bag, and the next day I'm like working with him, and he's like, "Oh," he went to the bathroom. He came back like 30 minutes later. I'm like, "You all right?" He's like, "No," and he just had the sweat.
Sweated. I've been there on many occasions.
Oh, I've had a couple of those, especially when I did my prep for the colonoscopy.
Yo, there's ones where you just gotta take all your clothes off. Like you can't be wearing anything. You just
There's one where you got to take a shower after.
100%. It's like
I need to shower.
I can't wipe this up. It's terrible.
You need the high-powered hose.
The other day I had a Titanic. It went completely 90 degrees vertical. It just floating in there.
I'll tell you quick. I had a good friend of mine text our close friend thread, and out of the blue he just says, "Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble." We were like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "I just went into a Dunkin' Donuts and I slipped as I pulled my pants down and shat all up the wall." I gotta tell you, I had that happen to me at work one weekend. Not to me, I didn't have but I had to clean it up
Right.
because I was a manager. Like, can you take care of this? I had to put a full painter's suit on and goggles and a mask and power wash the bathroom. Saturday and Sunday, and it was my last weekend before I transferred my store. I'm like, are you guys kidding me? A women's bathroom one day, men's the next, and the worst part, the men's, the dude rubbed pennies in it. I don't know why.
For good luck.
I'm like, this, I said, somewhere that dude has a body in his trunk. I'm guaranteeing you. Anyways,
Totally.
All right, getting back to Johnny B. Jr.'s thing. He goes, I wish it were Hardee's or at least Abdul the Butcher's house of ribs and Chinese food.
Yes.
Since then I could give one of the episode's response a wrestling connection, but I'm a mark for variety and like to gradually work my way through everything on the restaurant's menu. Perhaps that's probably due to me raised in a family of 10 children, all of whom were Samantha solely supported by a Catholic high school teacher's salary prior to the rise of the IWA. So even fast food visits were considered a luxury growing up. I'd never been a fan of Arby's plain roast beef sandwiches. Good. And back when I used to frequent the place, they seemed to be a fast food chain most amenable to special time-limited items. In other words, the one with the most variety. One of my favorite sandwiches is the Chicago-style dipping sub, which temporarily had my love for variety in the ropes. I ate one every single day until they discontinued it. Oh my God. I hope I pronounced this right. The au jus sauce was messy but glorious. However, I eventually grew to loathe the fact that they routinely removed meals I enjoyed and never brought them back, at least never in the original form. So I decided to satisfy my desire for variety by patronizing a variety of other restaurants. And now I never eat at Arby's. Like the proverbial double-edged sword, the thing that initially drew me to them has also ended up pushing me away. To give this answer timely relevance, I still appreciate that they exist because a certain joke of the Halloween-themed episode of The Simpsons wouldn't have been the same without them. Homer swallowed cosmic slime, which subsequently tried escaping through various orifices, causing him to remark, "If I can't keep Arby's down, if I can keep Arby's down, I can keep you down." Oh, I still think one of my favorite Simpsons moments is when Satan's trying to like overfeed Homer donuts, and he's just more.
Can't do it.
God, he's just won't stop. Finally, the show's hosts mentioned that they had been recording Tubecast episodes for a long time, not including the covert years when Alex was hiding from the law. Were those the result of Columbia House employing a particularly aggressive debt collection agency? If the practitioner of imaginary wrestling has one or more children and owes a sizable amount to a mail order music service, does he technically qualify as a deadbeat dad? Alex?
Yes.
Um,
So the reason why I was hiding from the government because my attorney at the time frightened me. So I had recently fell off a ladder at from the top shelf of my job. So I think I fell a good. Let's say it's like Hardy Boys going through tables, WrestleMania, whatever, 19.
Yes.
It was high, so at least 12 feet high. Through a table, and then I had a box of lotion hit me in the face on the way down. I was in the hospital for a week. After that, I started getting workers' comp, and anything that could be considered work that I could do, even though I was crippled at the time completely. I had multiple surgeries from this, and actually, I did Tubecast like the night before my surgery. I think we did one when I was recovering. I did one with one arm. I've done one with, one leg basically. So I've done them all types of fucked up type of ways. But
we've done them with me with a new leg, a new knee, me with a new shoulder, me when I had my heart episode. Both my carpal tunnels I did. We're a mess.
And I think the big thing was like we never like. Win, lose, or draw, or no matter how fucked up we were, we always got our bulletins in, and we always did the Tubecast best we could. So, kudos to us.
I actually have some IWA questions here from players that I actually wrote down and I kept forgetting to mention, so I emailed myself an IWA questions email, and so I have it here.
Okay.
So, Johnny B question: when managers used to handwrite trash talks, he sent this to me. Who was responsible for typing it? Because I assume they didn't photocopy someone's handwritten TT, or did they? Darren says they did a few times. I remember him like you'd see trash talks like handwritten stuff.
Yeah.
It was faded. And then it's let's see here. What was the most someone spent in one cycle? And I don't know if he's ever talked about the amount. I mean, like did it break 300? Did it break 500? Like maybe a better question might be, what was the most active any one player's ever been?
Most matches.
The guy, remember the crazy? What was it? Crazy? No, Willie.
It was Willie Survive and Izzy Crazy in that group.
Yes, those guys. Remember, they would fight everybody in the league.
Yeah, so they would
everyone.
And this is NWL, so there's like 140 wrestlers in there. So they would do it 3 times because all 3 of them would do it. So that's when NWL had more matches than the BRL. Like it was nuts.
Yeah.
They went to some other league outside the IWAR in the last 4 cycles and quit the game, which is a common occurrence. Anyway,
so that's a question. I gotta find them. I sent them. Let me see here.
What printer did they use currently to print out the bulletins?
Well, then they got a new one not too long ago.
Yeah, I think
that was a big thing. They're like, oh, we got the new. So maybe this is a good question for
a nice
Johnny
fresh
B to
Konica.
Well, this is more kind of advice to people playing. So or commissioners. So let's say you have players in your league who are off grid, not on Facebook, not really email, because there's certain guys like Joe Tusa, like Punk Rock Mike, Agent 26, that are not on social media. So if I want to write, like, I know their email, like Mike and Agent 26, they got Tim and Mike have their emails.
Yep.
But like Joe Tusa doesn't have an email. Like the guy who's David Welker didn't have an email. Like certain players just don't have like the same thing.
I mean, listen, you're training an imaginary wrestling game from 1985. There's going to be some people who live in some woods.
True. And also there are some players who were imprisoned that played, and that was way to pastime, which is fine. It's actually it's a great way to players people in in
That's
prison.
what I would do if I was in jail.
Yeah, I remember one of the guys, he used to start really good promos, and I would always ask him, like, do you get in trouble if you do certain words? He's like, no, it's through. I'm like, oh, all right. Because he'd be like beating someone with a chair, and they wouldn't be like, hey, what are you doing with this beating chair line here? Let me see here. Trying to find. Oh, what was the most trash talk you ever had in one cycle for one league? And then overall was in the game. Because I just wonder.
Because do you count the 24-page match write-up that I had one time?
No, Alex sent a promo for Luther, and Ricky Spanish, and what was his name? Black Belt Jones.
Black Belt Jones.
Yeah.
Now I know we have gotten some new players as of late in the NWO, which is nice to see. Just making sure everyone knows that we do not work for the IWA. They don't pay us.
Yeah, that is true.
Do not send me your credit card information, please.
That's happened multiple times. Hey, I signed up for this event. Here's my credit. No, don't do that. Don't ever do that again.
That's how I bought my wife's car, buddy.
That's right. Oh man. Let's see here. I'm looking at my emails myself. I guess a question for Johnny B would be, what percentage of players now would you say have gone green? Is it still around 60%? Is it higher? Is it lower? I've always wondered if that was going to be like, well, your bulletin is like if you want a paper bulletin, it's a certain fee, paper, that is.
Paper.
Let's see here. That's all for now. But that's fine. We can get to things going. But just as always, if you have questions for the IWA or Johnny B, please feel free to bring them up during the show or send them to us outside the show, and we will bring them up here. And Johnny B, the IWA, will actually respond. There it is.
So Johnny B, I got a movie recommendation for you. I believe it's still on Netflix. You can watch Nude Nuns with Big Guns. It's a good movie. It's
Nude Nuns with Big Guns.
Yes, that's an actual movie. It's not an adult film. So it has adult themes in it, but it's not an adult film. So check that out. You may want to watch that when you're by yourself, maybe late at night.
Honey, what are you watching? Get out of the house!
So that's happened a couple of different times with me. But it's usually Porky's 3 that gets me in trouble.
Alex, I think I forgot to send this to you, so I'm sending it to you right now. Do with it what you will.
If it's a dick pic, I'm gonna be upset.
No, not that good. It is. I had a customer go through my line, and she was wearing a Dairy Queen shirt, and I made a joke about missing Dairy Queen. I heard they had Orange Julius. Oh, there's one down the road here, and we have Orange Julius. But guess what I had the other day? You damn right. The picture there and everything. I had a giant ass Orange Julius.
They're so big for no reason.
It tastes just the way it did before.
It
is truly troubling.
So you can also you can also get a strawberry Julius because they have those. They have
if you look at the picture, there's a menu there.
Yeah, they got that.
And you can see
strawberry kiwi. What have you? Oh no, it's the orange and strawberry banana they have currently.
Yeah.
Yes. It's good stuff.
I had a fresh banana. Wait a minute. There's already banana in here? Whoa, cool your jets there, buddy.
Drinking an orange Julius out of Superman cup is something special.
It was delicious. And actually, I saved it so my girlfriend could try it. I was like, "You gotta come over and put it in the fridge. You can have some."
So I do this with things and with people. I resurrect things from the past. So I got everyone at my job not only to drink squirt on a daily basis, but now they buy it at home.
Oh my god, those poor bastards!
I ordered the snack, so it's like fucking. You guys are getting squirt, and everyone's looking at me funny. It's like, "What squirt?" And they actually really like the soda. So the Dr. Pepper company owes me some money, I think. Well, apparently they're now the number 2 soda company in the planet, the Dr. Pepper one. And Pepsi went down
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Good God.
Well, it's their group. I think they own Keurig also. So if you have K-Cups, they own that company too.
Okay.
But I heard that recently they got the number 2 spot over Pepsi, so Pepsi's down to number 3.
All right.
Down to number 8,
Well,
RC Cola, by the way, or Shasta. You read Shasta?
Rick Challenger Cola. So do you want to lead off with any like ACWs alphabetically, or
however you
lead off
want to do
NWL?
it. Whatever you want to do.
Why don't you bang on NWL and get those exciting coverage there?
Sure. Let me pull it up actually.
Oh my God.
Let's see. Am I sharing this?
Oh. I'm excited.
Should be. Let's see. Alrighty, so NWL, National Wrestling League, Bulletin 242. As a reminder, we're using this cycle's strategy values to do the results of the pay-per-view, which no one knows the matches of. So, hilarious.
Yes.
So, League Champion, Mark the Fan Botch. TV Champion, Super McManus. Single Place Champion, Leela Chilindrina. East Coast Champion, the Notorious Jesus. Great Lakes Champion, Crush Groove, which is a hell of a film, by the way. Go watch that. Mary Van Peebles and Sheila E. star. And Crush Groove with Run DMC. Mid-Atlantic Champion, Random Baltimore Vagrants. Maybe who's your homeless guy's name?
Oh, Vagabond.
So Vagabond should definitely fight Random Baltimore Vagrant in bum fights. Hosted by
They're going to be in the same
Johnny
league.
B, by the way, which I once did a TT where Johnny B is at the homeless shelter feeding homeless people, and Luther accuses them of running bum fights in the back. Hilariously he was. So, Northeast Champion Stylian Savion Banks. Pacific Northwest Champion Captain Midnight. Rocky Mountain Champions Magnum AI. Southeast Champion G-Force Gary Morris. Southwest Champion the Great Entertainer Brian Clothier. West Coast Champion Mac Truck Murphy. League Tag Team Champions Magnum AI and Ziz. And your TV Tag Team Champions the Great Entertainer Brian Clothier and G4 Gary Morris. Your League 6-Man Champions the Maryland Militia. TV 6-Man Champion Superman Mac Truck Murphy, Mark the Fan Botch. And your Battle Royal winner, winning nothing, is Crush Groove. So what's going down in the NWL? Well, we have my good friend Ian Mooney is going to recap it for us. So I'm going to kick it over to Mr. Mooney in about 10 seconds or so. All right, here we go. And we'll kick it right over to Mr. Mooney.
The NWL didn't just drop a cycle, it dropped a bomb. From self-coronations to mechanical menace, from holy walkouts to death pact declarations, Cycle 242 might go down as the loudest, wildest, and most dangerous entry in recent memory. The kind of issue that doesn't whisper transition. It screams revolution. It began with Brian Clothier, strutting out under gold lights like a man who'd already won history. The self-anointed great entertainer reminded everyone that the Maryland Militia went #1 in the IWAR draft, smirking through pain and bandages, mocking every fan in the building. When he said, "If I can't finish the upgrade, I'll tear the whole thing down myself," it wasn't a threat. It was a declaration of war on the entire NWL. But the night truly hit meltdown when he returned later, flanked by G-Force Gary Morris and the absurdly dressed random Baltimore vagrant. To stage his own national title coronation, the man had a herald with a trumpet. He had pyro. He had delusion. What he didn't have was permission. That came in the form of Luther Alexander, storming the stage like Zeus descending from Olympus, shutting Clothier down cold with the now famous line, "You don't just toot a horn and declare yourself a champion." The crowd roared, the pantaloons chant took flight, and the self-crowned king was left staring at the throne that would never be his. At least not yet. Then in a Maryland flag-draped gym, G-Force Gary Morris grabbed a mic and rewrote the book on confidence. Calm, cold, and deadly. He reminded everyone that the militia wasn't done. It was just getting started. He called his shot for initiation, threatened Henry Healer, and promised that when the dust settles, he keeps the Grand Prix gold while Clothier grabs the national strap. He ended with the kind of line that belongs in IWAR history. When the Maryland militia finally touches down, it's not thunder you'll be hearing, it's domination. Meanwhile, in the shadows, something metallic stirred. Magnum AI, the half-man, half-machine enforcer, returned from the brink of extinction with a mission to dominate the tag division, not for glory, but for proof. The promo read like a dystopian prophecy. If you can help me win, you'll walk. If you fail, you'll be reprocessed. Every tag team in the NWL just felt the temperature drop 10 degrees. He doesn't wrestle partners. He uses them. And while the future arrived in steel, the past crept back in leather and arrogance. Greg E. Money and the Prophets of Pain stormed the stage, declaring themselves the true measuring stick of NWL greatness. The first Young Lions tag champions to never lose their titles, they returned to claim the Bad Company Cup and shut down the militia's momentum. Money fired shots at Kamikaze and Luther, calling the NWL a wannabe rookie league, while Derek Styles and Thomas Banks promised to break the new blood and walk right back out with validation and vengeance. It wasn't nostalgia. It was a hostile takeover with entrance music. But if anyone thought the night had reached its emotional peak, Mark the Fan Botch begged to differ. Backstage, he stumbled upon a glowing black pallet marked MK Ultraviolence, property of Dr. Gene Poole. The man nearly drank an experimental bioweapon disguised as an energy drink. The Fish Fam rushed in to stop him, spilling the toxic neon soda in a hiss of green mist. Botch stared into the puddle like it was calling to him, and the scream promised to be continued. At initiation, somewhere Gene Poole smiled. Moments later, the unthinkable. The Fish Fam snapped. In a fevered backstage tirade, the Notorious Jesus, flanked by Supa Mikamis and L.E. La Chilindrina, renounced the NWL entirely. They called out the suits, the politics, and the commissioner himself, and in an unholy trinity of voices, Jesus DFU, YFU, and WFU, he declared war on the system. The Fish Fam, the beloved heartbeat of the NWL, officially walked out to the Bloodbath League. The crowd gasped, Twitter imploded, the NWL lost its conscience, and the BBL just gained a holy army. But the chaos didn't stop there. From the darkness came a voice colder than a guillotine. Brett the Crippler Steele. The Deathpack's legend resurfaced with a promo that sent shivers down the spine of the entire IWAR. Luther Alexander, he growled. You'll always be the 20-year-old kid I dropped on his head. Every sentence hit like a pile driver. Steele promised to end Alexander at Unscripted, reminding the world that he's not an entertainer, he's a relic of violence, a relic that never rusts. And just when fans thought the message was over, the Deathpack's master himself appeared, Johnny Revolution, calm, venomous, surgical. He mocked the Fish Fam as minnows in a tank I own, told Luther that winter is coming, and promised to tear down the NWL's gates brick by brick. He even taunted Johnny B, holding Kim's fate hostage behind a twisted bargain. Bring those papers, he warned. Otherwise, I take everything you ever built. The barbarians are back at the gate, and Johnny's leading them. Amidst all this blood and thunder, the NWL found time for absurdity. An unofficial Captain Midnight t-shirt order form ran mid-issue, like a fever dream advertisement for a hero who may or may not exist. But in a cycle where men drink poison and machines wrestle humans, a masked savior selling merch somehow feels perfectly normal. And just when the ink was running out, the Canesmen's arrived to make sure everyone knew the next generation was already kicking down the door. Wild Child Rachel and Jira called out Savion Banks, Rictus Grin, and Mac Truck Murphy by name, vowing to make examples out of anyone dumb enough to stand in their way. The message was clear. New blood doesn't wait for permission. So where does that leave us heading into NWL initiation? You've got Clothier and Morris promising domination, Luther plotting revelation, the Death Pack sharpening their blades, the Fish Fam gone rogue, and Mark Botch possibly addicted to radioactive caffeine. It's not a league, it's a battlefield. Cycle 242 was the sound of the NWL tearing itself apart to rebuild something new. The IWAR has never been this volatile, this alive, or this dangerous. And as Johnny Revolution said, the gates are broken. This has been Ian Mooney, your IWAR network analyst, reminding you that when it rains in the NWL, it pours blood, steel, and cybernetic oil.
Thank you, Ian, for that update. Definitely appreciate that, buddy. Keep up the good work. Now, other commissioners out there, I put the offer out to you guys, or even the challenge. If you guys can send me recaps for your league, I can get them read aloud on the show. If you don't, I cannot do that. So give me some time to get those converted. But if you send me it, like, before the Tubecast, I can probably get it done for you. It's much better than trying to have us fumble through it sometimes, because a lot of times we don't read other leagues TT until much later, and trying to when we get the cycles probably complete. We would say, Matt, we end the cycle like 4 o'clock on a good Tuesday, on a good gold Tuesday, with no errors. Yep. Did I just mute you? Yeah, I think I did, bud. I think I did. Hold on. Or did you mute yourself? That's the question.
Sorry, here we go.
There you go.
Sorry.
Yourself.
I was saying, yes, it ends in a good Tuesday at 4, unless there's a rerun.
Or multiple reruns.
If you look at the meme...
Like what's happening.
If you look at the meme in this cycle's issue of the IWAR mag, you'll see that it's actually very timely. Very timely.
Fair enough.
Oh.
So guys, just to give you a quick... So I renamed the NWL pay-per-view to Unscripted because basically all the matches went out the window. So every match will be a surprise to the managers. Things will happen, guys. You may win a belt, you may lose a belt, you may win another one on the same show. But things do happen, and so it'll be a total shake-up. So it will be all matches that you won't know what they are. You don't know what the results are. The only thing that we know for sure is that the Fish Fam will be taking on the Regulators, and Luther Alexander will take on Brad Steele. But everything else is going to be totally unscripted. Again, we see a lot of new players out there. So those new players out there, I did give your emails to Matt, so you can send the group email, so you'll be included with that. And if you're watching this show, make sure to watch the How to Win at the IWA video. Was that the 2025 version of that? So make sure you watch that, and of course watch the Tubecast. And for everyone watching, make sure you watch my other videos on this channel. So we have From the Pages. So make sure we are watching those, and then we have on occasion we'll have the 60-second video game review. So video game review in 60 seconds. So make sure you look at that, like and subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell an enemy. I don't care. I don't like you either.
Yeah, that guy at work you think's a dick. Get him to play that away so you can beat him with a chair in the game.
Hey, listen, stranger things have happened.
Yeah. I actually, oddly enough, I ended up a guy who joined the NWL, worked at a local, like a fellow store, like I work at, and we had our feud and had our final match in a Trader Joe's death match.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So. Anyway, all right. So
we'll head over to Fuck it, it's the BRL.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Also, commissioners, if you guys want to send me logos so I can have your league's logo appear while we're talking about your league, so your players can jump right to that.
The BRL doesn't have a logo anymore. Yeah.
I will put just BRL in stupid letters.
I will come up with one.
New Times Roman,
should.
just BRL, 3 letters.
Well, let's see here. This is BRL. October is its 643rd cycle of action. And our champion for the 7th time ever, Punk Rock Mike,
Son of a bitch.
earning $25 in IWA credit. And then the Battle Royal winner, also winning $25 in credit, was Bill LaPointe Jr. Let's see here. TV champion Playboy Mick Ferrari. Let's see here. Central Plains King Khan. East Coast Bill LaPointe Jr. Great Lakes Steel Cut Oats. Mid-Atlantic Double R Rob Ratliff. Northeast Uncle Randy. Pacific Northwest Tsuyoshi Mazoku. Rocky Mountains Jobber of the Week John Doe. Southeast Big Von Vader. Southwest Fenris. And West Coast Hillbilly Kevin. Our tag champions debuting with the tag belts. Dark Verdict, Vex Varelli, and Gavel Graves. TV tag champions Robert Pepper, and Ricky Salt. And then our 6-man champions, the Heyman brothers, or Brothers Heyman, Ripper, Bruiser, and Buster. And the TV 6-man champions, Tiny Jorinman, Crusher Nutilier, and Lobo Letamaki. And yes, and you may have noticed I've added some change the dates on a couple of things. The BRL pay-per-view schedule, I bumped things around starting next year to give us more time between the events, and also so that I wouldn't have a Magic Clash write-up happen the same cycle as a BRL pay-per-view. So, yeah. We have, of course, our Tuesday night's Grand Slam. The results in this issue: El Barbero, Fatty, and Mad Max Red Wolf versus Michael Przybylewski and the McFlaherty brothers. And Big Guns, Greg Gunner versus Lex Stevenson, Sweetums the Clown versus Joe Tusa. Especially heated match after Joe Tusa threatened Sweetums valet. And Vic the Vicious Vropta versus Razzle Dazzle. So there you go. Lots of action, and we lost Hawaiian Heartthrob for a cycle, so hopefully he'll be back. Same with Dixon Ticonderoga. Get those active stars going. And let's see here. Here's a question for IWA. When you guys decide to dump inactive wrestlers, how long do you wait? Because there's guys like Bill the Bruiser Bagwell has got to be from 2018. He's been inactive all this time.
I think we should go looking for a purge anyway. NWL is insane right now.
Yeah.
I have extra page of inactive wrestlers.
Yeah, I know some guys create wrestler names, and that's fine. But Adam Kingdom, he hasn't been active in 7 years.
No.
And I mean certain guys also are just they came in for 2 cycles left. You get this. You can get the BRL down to one rankings page. Jumping to the BRL action. Let's see. Of course, we actually start the report now with Tuesday night's Grand Slam, and you can see the results of that episode in this one. And of course, it's a little bit different. It's more of a. It's kind of almost like the Pro Wrestling Torch or Observer. It's talking about the quality of the match and kind of what happened. And then I will tell you this: there are so many hidden jokes in these Tuesday night Grand Slams. Jimmy does a great job loading it with ridiculousness. So please, there's such little things in there. Even Mark Botch online now, just random stuff. Tylenol ads. So, anyways, I need some water. Oh my God, Hartford City.
A little thirsty.
Yeah, this great BRL action has me thirsting for an Orange Julius. man. The Inquirer, Stevie Wonder can see again. I mean, there's just so many good little things in here. Check out. I won't give anything away, so you can check that out. But give that a look. And then, of course, we have the BRL report, which is just, leads off with the pay-per-view lineup for Battlecade. And that has Flying Heartthrob, hopefully active. Killing me, kid. Don't let me down. Yeah, results in 6:45. So that's November. Yeah, so 2 more cycles to the actual results, if you will, of the matches. Then we have, of course, the BRL, various news segments from Dick Jackson, Rick Challenger, Angela Hertz, Dapper JMB, and, of course, me speaking from outside, just asking people who've joined up recently or checked out the league, drop me a line if you want to come in and make it a little more splashy. Drop it. Myself and Jimmy are happy to help make that work out. We like to have, fun with it. And I made some new referees to the BRL to replace the old ones. And you can see it's, of course, it's Kenny Beatum, Matt Burns, and senior ring official Willie Pinham on page 41. And a little bit about each of those guys, the lineup. And then I kind of did the thing where I actually broke down the pay-per-views and talked about what the main event of each one is, how they differentiate. We try to get main events where the title shot process involves more than, like, let's say 5 or 6 people. So it gets, all these great trash talking players in the mix. Let's see here. I haven't gone through the trash talk yet, so I'm not going to really harp on it. I will just say that there's a lot in here, and I appreciate the guys put the effort in. I think one notable one is that the armed forces had the razzle-dazzles deported by ICE, so that's unfortunate. And if you read, you'll see the shocking details of this event and what happened. Terrifying. But they did give Joe Tusa Winner of the Week award for stabbing King Khan.
Deserves it.
Or Killer Khan, as he called him. Yeah. Kind of pull out the lightsaber.
You got to do it every once in a while.
Yeah. Yep. So that's the BRL. And hopefully, I'll be checking it out later on. But as always, if you want to get involved, drop us a line. And just so you know, the way we kind of book Tuesday night's Grand Slam, Jimmy has full control of the booking for it. But
We're going to be going first to the UWF, where the UWF World's Heavyweight title was on the line. The one-man gang defended the title against Big Bubba Rogers. Jim Cornette had loaned Bubba Rogers to the UWF and to new commissioner John Ayers for this one match, because John Ayers said that the one-man gang needed to have an opponent his size to prove that he was truly a world's champion. Let's go take a look at just how well he did at proving it.
Champion
Styles, Oceanic champion, League Tag Team champions, the major
You're running to win that belt.
Shane the Train Groom and me.
A lot of people got their eye on the belt, including
League
Dr.
Six-Man champions, Hardin the
Big
Booth,
Bubba dropping the leg across the
Titanius
chest
and
to the
Titus
one-man gang. Ted DiBiase,
champions,
Dr.
the
Dale,
major,
everybody that's in wrestling wants a shot at the #1 title in the sport today.
And your Battle Royal winning 25, that's right.
I'm close eye on both these contenders here. This Big Bubba, he's a big old character.
So what's going down?
6'8", 350 plus. The gang 6'9", 500, and they have battled.
It's all about
what
the draft,
battle
baby.
It's been.
So,
I've never
again,
seen the gang
drafted.
in all the battles, like he has had the battle in his hand with Big Bubba Rogers.
Also, don't forget that Pretzel Frenzy.
You hear it all the way to here, Jimbo. That rattled my throat.
The one-man gang with that big elbow.
World title match. Hit your boy Phil, man.
And now the gang.
It's 747 here.
If he hits the 740,
oh boy.
We have CWF.
I don't care who's underneath.
It's not a real league.
He's slow getting there. He's busy. He's wobbling up there.
Again, take your time, especially if you're transferring.
The referee goes down. Big Bubba. The referee is down. And Big Bubba Rogers seizes the moment. He is on the top rope. Bubba Rogers comes off the top.
Now you're saying tense. You might be.
It's big, you know. It's
dress as a cowboy because you've got a
new champion. There's a new UWF heavyweight champion. Big Bubba Rogers.
You see what Brian's message was?
No. And wrestling today.
Oh, boy.
Unbelievable, Jim Ross. Unbelievable.
It says mute Gordon Soley. Can't hear you over the wrestling.
I will never, ever, ever mute Gordon Soley.
Oh, well, we tried.
Hey, it's a good way to get someone to leave a comment. That's for sure. 50-50, Ryan doesn't even have any pants on right now.
Right. Yeah, that's how he
Straight
works.
up battle skirt, like Piper.
So we're ready to go to BWL?
Yep, BWL.
All right. Black Widow League, number 60. The Black Widow champion, Veruca Salt. TV champion, Mother D. Battle Royal winner, Bandita. Japan Idol champion, Bandita. Joshi champion, The Black Soul, Lizzie Robin. Zenzo champion, Huntress. Luchadors champion, Enchantress. Cholitas champion. They still didn't change the name. God damn it. Golden Girl, Gina Colada. Bioelectric champion, Wildfire, Betty
It
Red.
took 4 seconds to change Ricky Spanish's name, so don't feel bad.
I know, it's all right. Themyscira champion, Rachel Yamazaki. Hollywood champion, Brenda Bring the Pain. Sin City champion, Rachel Van Dorn. And Willowick champion, Aria Gunpowder. And this cycle, see some action pickup. I believe. Oh, yeah, here it is. Announcement. So, sorry, next cycle. Now, just so everyone knows, in the Black Widow League, we set it up so it's $5, gets you 6 matches and a Battle Royal entry. And the good part of that is everyone's on the same page. You have the same amount of matches, same, all that stuff. The challenge is you can't pad your record, really. Now, this means the cycle for the 27th, I believe, is the August 27th is the next gold run. You can go nuts and spend as much as you want for as many matches as you want going into that cycle. So you can load up on $12 match deals. You can do 5 of them if you want. And you should just remember, and I know I do, the last time I did this, I happened to be the champion with Gina Colada. Or I should say Gina Colada was a champion and won the elite title from it. So it was quite the cycle. And that was back in 2024. So good to see this is coming back. And, it's a good chance to hit some report stuff if you pull it out.
I don't ever pull out. That's why I have kids.
Oh, my God. That's right. The pull-out game is weak.
It's very weak. I just mistime it all the time.
You never have a girl, like, as you're about to, like, grab from behind, I want a child.
Yeah, that's what my wife
I had one time, my favorite scary example was someone I was dating who she was tremendously filthy in all the good ways. And she says, take the condom off. And I say, are you on the pill? And she goes, no. I'm like, but I'm not doing that. It was just such a, like, what? And she's like, come on. I'm like, oh, my God.
Hey, listen, I should have been a hockey player because I scored my first shot on goal every single time.
Oh, my God.
It's rough.
It's like a wedding night. You were like, all right, we're done.
That's it.
Wow. Withdraw, McGraw.
That's it.
Well done,
right
sir. The sniper from the slap shot from the blue line.
Johnny B's embarrassed right now.
He is. Johnny B's like, he is. You brought shame to that IWA name. So anyways, getting back to the Black Widow League. And so remember, guys, next cycle, go nuts. Send in matches. Do a $12 match deal if you want. Yeah. So other things going on. and I could have sworn I sent this in. Thank you for Patrick for writing this up. I'm just putting together this little thing called the Kimberly Cup. What's the Kimberly Cup, you say? Well, it would be better explained if I had actually sent the thing in, but thankfully Patrick put a little thing in. So it's a little fun tournament. It's like a G1 style tournament, head to head. And it's a 8-cycle tourney, and we rolled the first round out. So it's free. It's just a fun little thing to do, and yeah, keep an eye on that. Of course, you have Rachel Von Dorn is also now the BWL Global Champion and the IWAR Women's Champion. She's pulling double duty. Rachel Yamazaki is a triple threat champion. Those belts look pretty sweet if you take a look on page 8 of the BWL Bulletin. And of course, Gina Colada and Brenda Bring to Pain are the IWAR World Tag Team Champions. Still.
Unbelievable.
So, yeah, just saying. I think we're fighting Bellatrix Von Wolf and Veruca Salt next.
Okay.
I think that's who it is. Or is Beatrix Von Chaos? There's too many Beatrix and Bellatrix people in this. Like, use a name like Susan. Come on. Help me out here.
I like Hollywood and Vine, but it's another story.
Yeah, I was a big Hollywood and Vine fan as a kid. I was also because I've dated several women that looked like both of them. I was like, not reliving any childhood fantasies here, guys. All right.
So Hollywood was in the greatest, I think it was a CDI game or maybe a 3DO game called Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. So you can check that one out.
Oh, boy.
She's in it, though.
Oh, boy.
And she's almost naked.
Uh-oh. Sarah B. Money's upset. Good.
Again?
The Black Rain going on. Huh?
Again?
Yeah, she's mad. She did not win the Queen of the Ring. She didn't win the championship. She's bitter. I like the Black Rain effect in her eyes. It's a good look, ladies. Speaking of good looks, the Queen Gina Colada. I won't go through all the promos. You can read that yourself. But it's a good time to check them out. There's a lot going on in the BWL. And, I want everybody to be very active. We were hoping to get more people in this tournament, but, like the Enchantress just showed up. And we had so many people lately that have, like, shown up and like, hey, look at me, I'm here now. And then, poof, they're gone. You know what that's like.
Are we thinking that this is the first women's league that actually works on some level?
There's some other leagues that work well. I mean, GAL's run well, and I just think that the concept is really strong, and it makes for an easy format. Like one wrestler per player.
Yep.
I'd like to see more. I know there's some other players that have women wrestlers that don't join in yet, but I mean, if like every player in the IWAR, if every player in the IWAR had a women's wrestler in this league, we'd have like probably 80 league wrestlers, 80, maybe more. And that'd be great, but it's not the case right now. So
fair enough.
Patrick's working hard. He does a great report, and let's keep this league going, folks. So next cycle, don't forget you can show up and go nuts with matches. Ta-da-ta-da!
That is it.
All right, so where are we going to next?
Let's see. Where are we going on our international travel? Let's see. Okay. It's going to be. Let's do BBL.
Okay.
Brazilian Butt League. League champion B.A. Fox. He wins 10 free BBL matches. TV champion Tomax Firefly. Central Plains champion Tombstone. East Coast champion Dominant Factor Rage. Great Lakes champion Fred Valentine. Mid-Atlantic champion The Machine. Northeast champion Apocalypse. Pacific Northwest champion Timber Wolf. Rocky Mountain champions The Bad Man. Southeast champion The Omega Jack Dawson. Southwest champion Dominant Factor Nemesis. West Coast champion Dire Wolf. League tag team champions The Fastball Louis Ratcliffe and Xavier the Beast. TV tag team champions Dominant Factor War and Dominant Factor Wrath. League 6-man champions Nick Rage, Blake Bloom, and the Phantom Scorpion, not the Red Scorpion, not to be confused with him. TV 6-man champions Machine El Mascarado and Tomax Firefly, your Battle Royal winner, winning 31 free BBL matches. Tomax Firefly. So what's going down in the BRL? Do they have a paper?
BRL?
I'm sorry, BBL. Jeez Louise. I'm losing it.
BBL's a lot going on, actually. There's, of course, lucky guys like me who says, oh, I finally got a shot with Hoban in a title. And then the guy I'm challenging pulls a 501.
Jeez.
Tombstone. Not putting any guff on that. It was funny because I was like, oh, Hoban at 497. All right, he's pretty good. And I look at the score results of the first name, Tombstone. I'm like, shit. Damn it. That's okay. It happens. I'm not bitter. I will say that there is the number one contenders match coming up, Highway to Hell Hardcore Championship, and it has B.A. Fox, Dominant Factor Nemesis, Blake Bloom, Warpig, Apocalypse, The Milkman, and Heman Hoban. So hopefully I'll turn that around. But there's the next pay-per-view is, I keep butchering the names. I went the wrong direction. He does talk about show the wrestlers they draft in the BBL.
Yep.
So Borg Genesis, Fish Fam, NWO, and of course they retained Hoban, much to the chagrin of the fans. I will say, if you enjoy subtle, perverted jokes, there's always a lot of good stuff in Hoban's promos. The Russians, there's a good set of promos here, and hopefully the Fish Fam, they look like they really laid it out here to get kind of. Remember the old theory about if you go to prison, you find the biggest guy and you punch him in the face, and
they're so good. They're so good. Oh my god! So it's gonna be a heck of a blow for the NWO losing Fish Fam, but I got a surprise for them at the pay-per-view. So,
just wait until Hoban's next promo, because he's got a thing for glasses.
Oh, I bet he does.
Oh no, nature's windshield. So, that's BWL for you. More coming.
I bet.
Where do you want to go next? You want to do RTL?
You can do RTL.
Let me get that back down. This is, of course, I mentioned before that Greg Mead is now the commissioner. He runs Greggy Money. So for his debut cycle as the commissioner, this gives me vibes of when the BRL was first qualified as part of the American division, and Rick Crowley won that American title, like that cycle. And when the IWA gave us IWA credit, and Rick Rowley won the very first credit prize. It's like, all right, the suspicious here. So when Greg took over as the RTL commish, he won the league title with Greggy Money. He won the tag belts with Derek Cash Styles and Thomas C.D. Banks, and he won the six-man titles with all three guys. Well done. I'm not laughing at this thing.
That happened to me too. That happened to me. Like, I took over IWL and I won Soul Survivor immediately.
Right.
Like, oh
yeah.
No.
So. Yeah. Oh, it's fixed. It's rigged. Oh yeah. But just wanted to say that that was a great job. I also wanted to mention before I forgot. Phil Landers in the CWL had a 501.
Sweet.
Greggy Money had a 499. So we had some good scores this cycle. I think, yeah, we had 500. It was a cycle we talked before. Like, I prefer these cycles where like everyone scores really well, and it's a matter of just how well you do. Because I always feel bad when it's like, well, one guy had a 498 and everyone else had 493s. Great. So let's go here.
495 with Luther, and getting dog shit.
Hey, yeah, I mean, Gina had a 496 in my 10 minutes strat, so I'll do that again. I'll just keep doing that for Gina in the BWL, and that'll be my 10-minute strategy there. So we always kind of see how she does. So let's see here. TV champion, the heartthrob Dan Corvette, who had a really good run earlier in the year. Central Plains champion Graveyard Dog, who also had a good run. East Coast champion and winner of the Battle Royal, Unagi. He is the latest addition to New Money Incorporated, so I won't give that away. But Great Lakes champion Deacon Elroy, Mid-Atlantic champion the Menacing Minister, Northeast champion the Texan, Pacific Northwest champion Lane Shaddix, Rocky Mountains champion Ginsu. Guessing he's a knife-wielding guy, so maybe Joe Tusa will get along with him.
Stab him.
Southeast champion Must-See DB Jeezy, Southwest champion Snacks, West Coast champion Deacon Leroy, TV tag champs Payne, Master Ike Payne, and Shapeshifter RJ Gold, and the TV six-man champions, the Texan, T-Bird, and Automatic Slim.
I dig it.
Yep. So, and I just would say that I think, yeah, the Fish fam aren't in here yet.
Yeah.
And I believe same thing goes for Maryland Militia, but there are two wrestlers, Maryland Militia 1, Maryland Militia 2, that showed up. So, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But what's good to know is that, like, if I go over to NWL real quick, let me just jump this over here. And if I go look up their records, Michaelis is has about 300 wins, 400 points. Let me see here, Jesus. Yeah, so they're looking at probably being ranked in the RTL when they get in there in the top 10, easy. Nice. Probably maybe top
Which
5.
Which is big, guys. I always tell people, make sure you get fat in the NWL, so when you go to these leagues, you can try to get for a top 10. I mean, that's
so similarly, Gary Morris has a huge win record in NWL, so he's probably ranked in the top 3 or 4. Yeah. I mean, that's great. Now there is a limit in the RTL, which isn't really broadcast very much, but it's a limit of you can't have more than 500 wins when you come in, or 500 point wins. Obviously, it doesn't count for NWL wrestlers when you're drafted. But that's a nice feature to kind of help a young league like that, kind of let the guys kind of grow. You don't get somebody coming in like Barry Stevens in there and he'd be number one contender.
Yeah, well, with Luther.
Yeah, I mean, it's just let the guys work their way up, and that's the thing we wanted to do. We wanted to have leagues like the WTL, which not really that way anymore, it's so big now. But these kind of low
sophomore leagues. So they're not freshman leagues, but they're landing spots for these guys who may not, be ready for BRL. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
we've seen a lot of guys who come into these leagues and they get crushed and they leave, and so we try to not have that happen.
Right. If you check out page 8, there were before I forget the commissioner report, there were 31 cards, so it's getting there. But the interleague matches, big breaking news: Derek Cash Styles and Thomas C.D. Banks defeated G-Force Gary Morris and the Great Entertainer Brian Clothier by 6 to win the Bad Company Cup. And I actually like this format because it pits kind of alumni versus current. It was a smaller field, but it was a good round of fun there. So I like it. Rolling Thunder page 8 report. There's the Rolling Thunder report is there, and you kind of see he's so far he's taking some parts of the report he's keeping the same. Other parts are going to be different, and I like this format. He's a lot of good stuff with this.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's easy to read. It's I always say you mean digestible nuggets. His renamed the Thunder Cup title is the True Impact Champion, which I gotta make that change in my own records for the Clash Champions page. Let's see here. Unnatural Disaster is the next pay-per-view. We have an Impact Heavyweight Championship, 2 out of 3 falls, count anywhere match, and it's Greggy Money, the rich man, versus Vagabond, the poor man. There's a lot more going on here, so you also see that they've already set up a tag match with the Bullseye Syndicate versus Moose Crossfox and Brody Piper. Really, RTL did a really good job. I recapped this the IWAR draft in the latest issue, but I talked about it was a bold move to go up and get the number 2 pick.
Yeah.
And we obviously you never know with your picks, you don't. But the best thing you can do is say, I know this player, they're probably going to be around. They're really good. They're active. I'm going to grab them. And that was a good move to do that. And, in a similar fashion, Derek, with IWL, had the most picks in the draft. So he brought in 5 new players, which is going to help the roster big time. Anyways, just check it out. The RTL is a lot of fun. If you want to think about adding into the league and the IWAR, please consider the RTL because he's looking for more help. And oh my God. Did you see page 17?
No, let me go. Let me scroll down.
Please take a look at page 17. Mr. Buji is back, and he brought back up Onagi, the samurai, sumo samurai, and his cousins Jinzu and Hanzo, the Blades of Steel. Oh my God, that is awesome.
Nice.
Oh,
good job.
New money. So there we go. We got Papacito. So, you know, it was really nice about this league. Like, Papacito is really well written, really good character. You know, kind of like this rising star. What's he going to do? You know, be heel, be face. He's kind of, you know, in between. We've Iceman is coming soon. We have the Mass Militia, which is quite obviously somebody familiar to those NWL fans. I still say my favorite gimmick right now is the Americanos and the IWL. I'll talk about that when we get to the IWL next. But when it comes to masks. And, you know, Whoop Ass Incorporated, so you got Dan Corvette. And it's a fun league. It's really kind of getting, it's setting up as more people coming in. So
it's creating the identity for the league, which is big.
Yeah, it's a good time to join. Greg's doing a really good job of this, and I really look forward to his work. You know, we're lucky we have so many good creative commissioners in this IWAR network. All right, so that's the RTL for you. Alex, do you want to do WTL or IWL?
I'll do WTL.
You son of a... Okay.
Well, yeah. Alrighty. Champion Ravishing Rex Chambers. Tombstone champion Eric Haas Cartwright. Prairie View champion Sean Cordova. Widowmaker champion Zorro. Badlands champion Super Dragon. Cripple Creek champion Mange. Southwest champion Picasso. Chisholm Trail champion Night Court. Western Frontiers champion Prince George Montgomery and Frederick Charles Hartford. Lone Star Tag Team Champions, the Hollywood Kid and Kid Justice. Western Frontier Six-Man Champion Cecil Howard Calvert, Prince George Montgomery, and Garrett Washington Allergeny. Lone Star Six-Man Champions Trucker Van Leer, Picasso, and Mange, and your Bunkhouse Brawl winner, Trucker Van Leer. Ooh. So what's going down in the WTL?
Well, first of all, I want to add that Larry's King Cowboy Schlitz, riding high after winning, you know, IWAR King of the Ring, retaining the championship to win 10 free matches, and his score, I believe, I'll pull up 1 second. His score, oh, I'm sorry, that was a 5-1. It was only a 499. Sorry, Larry. I'm sure Larry's fine because Cam Scattaboo went berserk tonight for the Giants. Wow, Philly, what the hell happened? I will just a quick fantasy note. If you're like me and you drafted like Derrick Henry or my friend who drafted Saquon Barkley, and you're like, what the hell this year? Every so often a player like Cam Scattaboo comes along and has a great 3 TD night tonight.
Ridiculous.
The Gents looking good. Look at that. And Jackson Dart looks wicked good, kid. So getting it back to Western Trails League, where Larry's thrilled about his Giants and being champion. We'll go down here and see what Adam has cooked up. So Western Trails, again, I go back to like what we said before with RTL. This is I don't know if this makes sense or not, but do you remember the ESPN 3 minutes in football that Chris Berman would do? Mm-hmm. This report reminds me of that. Because Adam throws so much stuff at you, but it's easy to adjust. Like, you're just looking, oh, okay. And then there's so much going on, you know, and it's fun because that way you can kind of jump around and read things. And I try to do now is take notes because I like would skim and be like, oh, I missed this, I missed that, you know. So there you go. And just a quick player note. So Cowboy Jim Spur and Dr. Piledriver were drafted to the ACW. So I was like, okay, I'll take Vin Perez and I'll take AJ Singh and make them a tag team. There's one problem. When I sent the matches in, I still had them as a trio with Jim Spur. Oops.
Unbelievable.
I did not do the numbers to see how they did because I don't want to punish myself. I'm probably going to anyways. But just like, oh, sons of bitches. So one nice thing that's happened here too is on page 18, Adam breaks down the wrestlers they drafted in. And so you see Ricky Spanish, Mike Mason, Ravishing Rex Chambers, and you have a list of their accomplishments. And this is one of the things I would say, one of the big things that really helped the IWAR draft in the last couple of years is letting the players do their own PR work for their wrestler. because some guys were like, "Hey, my guy is a bad guy," and some guys were like, "Chapter 1." And you know what? Both are fine. You know, some guys. Larry and I were talking about this about a week ago. That when you have the most fun when you have a really good feud, and I always feel like I want to get more people to that point where they have like good feuds going on, you know, and like things are moving and you know, fun shit's happening. So I see these three here and I go, okay, right there's three guys to come in the league and start causing trouble. Let me see here. I always love it. Ace and Eights is what's his name? Is it Merle Haggard? No. I want to say Merle Haggard, but it's not Merle Haggard. Maybe it is Merle Haggard. I'm probably forgetting it wrong. Someone will chime in. Is anyone chiming in here and telling me?
No, they're ignoring us. They're not used to.
Oh, it's big. One viewer.
Thanks, Ryan.
Rocking the numbers, baby.
Thanks.
Rocking the numbers. It's okay. Every show can't be a 30 person Russian bot show. So let's see here. A Sheriff of the Ring. Cowboy Splits won that too. Dude just racking up tournaments. And let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry. He did not win. I'm sorry. He's going to face either Ace and Eights or Lenny Teague. Boy, Lenny Teague, tough as nails, that guy. He needs to get beat up, though. He pissed off the bunch of knobs.
Oh, there
sure.
you go.
So, there's a thing about top 10. The championships, you see, like Chainsaw Chuck, which is always my least favorite picture of Terry Funk, because it's a disturbing picture. It's Terry Funk with a pantyhose in his head.
Yep. I have a couple other disturbing pictures, but you know.
Oh no.
I got them from Missy Hyatt. So.
Oh well, you know, really, Missy Hyatt's involved.
Yep.
Yep, she was a favorite as a young teen. It was funny because I think did I tell you about the movie Fire and Ice? The cartoon movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how like we watched this at my friend's house when we were playing our game night. We had it in the background. And I'm like, where the hell was I? How did I not see this as like a 12-year-old kid? This was right in my wheelhouse. It was like D&D. It was like heavy metal and pervy, and like it's if you have a chance to watch it with like your wife or your kids for the ultimate awkwardness, because there's so many slow scenes where she's like rolling over and it's like just her ass. I'm like, boy, this artist was like hornier than hell. Speaking of hornier than hell, Santa Lucha and his big testicles. She's changed her hair color, but they're still talking about. I have this whole thing where like stop losing Spur, and then Spur shows up because he forgot to leave. But he did leave. I sent him over ACW. But anyways, I won't go over all the trash talk like leagues. But there's Rusty Chains banging out some really good promos. I love his graphics. His graphics are really good for Rusty Chains. Yeah. So, yeah. Mr. Pennynickel, that son of a bitch. Yeah, I enjoyed it when Jim Spur would just try to find him, and the whole part of my trash talk was to have Jim Spur like crash into some place where he wasn't supposed to be, demand to know where Mr. Pennynickel was, and as soon as he said he wasn't there, he'd just kick whoever it was in the crotch. Good times. Yeah, Lenny Teague there. All right, we got the Maryland Blue Bloods. I mean, there's a lot going on here, and like I said, the WTL is kind of like already going way beyond that, like sophomore league. So you've got a lot of talent in here, and you got a lot of like good players. It's tough. So
I know it's
you know it. And one way we're kind of saying like it's like don't think of it like I'm competing against other players. It's a golf game. Like you're competing against yourself. Just score higher. And I also want to thank. What's that? No, I was going to say I want to thank Adam or Darren, whoever had the thought to set up the holds on the last page that way, because I totally stole that off the BRL. Thanks, guys.
Good job. Good job overall.
There it is. Good job by you.
There it is.
So.
All right, I dig it.
All right, you want me to do the IWL last? Get that out of the way.
Yeah, I'll do it. Actually,
I'll do it. You just did WTL.
I did.
Let me see here. IWL. Independent Wrestling League number 215. Oh, look at that. The league champion, The Dream, Ali Atari.
Still babyface?
Yeah, and let me tell you a quick little funny thing here. He talked about doing the strat fast, right?
Yeah.
So this was the second strat I did. This was after I finished. I did his strat first. I usually do him first or Adam Cash. He had a 499 this cycle. He should have had a 501. But what I did was where I had the ninth hold with 59 was supposed to be 46. So instead of him having a 501 with 27, 26 at 9 and 10, he had a 499. Not the end of the world, not even a guarantee for a world championship in this league, and the game's so crazy. But I was like, oh, killing me. How did I do that? Anyways, getting back on, so congrats to that guy, Dream Atari, run by a good manager right here. Television champion Blackjack
Overrated.
Robertson. Thank you. Blackjack Robertson is overrated. Blackjack Robertson is a bum and a cur. So, New York City champion Lee Tigation.
Ryan, put some pants on.
Yes, Ryan, put the pants on. Come on. The Los Angeles champion Bob Bonecutter. Boston champion Death Valley Drifter. Detroit champion the Maltese Monster. Cleveland champion, one of my favorites, Magnum TL. Dallas champion, somehow, American Hank Henkel. Memphis champion, Father Conrad. Miami champion, Americano Buddy Donner. And San Francisco champion, Chase Grace. Chicago champion, making his debut, excuse me, Canada's strongest man, Gordon Donovan. So he jumps over from the BRL. Bang, title page. Quick aside, we had a conversation the other day in the chat group about trash talk and like serious trash talk versus fun trash talk versus like motivating trash talk. And I gotta tell you, I get it. Like there's certain players I've said like they can do awesome promos, really funny stuff, and I always feel bad when I see those guys kind of not really jumping in that way. So hopefully I can get more guys involved, or we can get guys more involved in that. But I think, I'll talk about the Americanos later on because I want to use that as an example of like kind of like when you're kind of treading water but not treading water, but using that time to develop your characters.
Yeah.
League Tag Team Champion Father Conrad and Padre Arturo and Una Mascara. TV Tag Champions Windsor Detroit and On Point Edward Port Huron. League 6-man Champions, your favorite trio and Darren's, the Von Schnapps. TV 6-man Champions, TV's, who's booing? Come on. Don't boo me. TV 6-man Champions, the Litigators, Honorable Guilty as L, the Chameleon. Oh, wait, that's not a litigator. And litigation. I don't know. Jeremy said he didn't know how that happened, but he'll take it. Agreed. And the Battle Royal winner, winning 38 free matches.
That's it?
Americano Hank Henkel.
Doesn't deserve it.
So, again, Hank Henkel's on this weird run. He's got a title shot at the IWL World Champion, Perry Legal, who also was kind of more known as a tag team wrestler, but, we'll take it, and I'm building him up. So things that are going on around here, you got a nice roster. The Highwayman already in town, and he brought with him, I was curious if Rob was going to do this or not, Rob Lawson, who runs the Highwayman, he brought in his whole crew. So the pilot, the Dan Builder, the sailor, that was, a 6-man trio. So we also see that Kamikaze debuted in here. So he's here now with a really big record. I forgot how big his record was. And Jackson Icarus is here. So their draftees popping in. Boink the Child Entertainer is still here. Good for them. So anyways, just kind of talking about that, but other things going on in here. And I wanted to kind of mention that the main events going on. So we got Paralegal World Champion of the IWL, the Tag Champions, My Two Dads, Multinational Champion, the Death Valley Drifter, the World Section Champions, Darren's favorite trio, the Von Schnapps, you, Alex Booing. Hardcore Holiday is coming up in December, and that's going to be the year-end pay-per-view. We have, of course, the title match for IWL Championship, Paralegal versus Americano Hank Henkel, completely bizarre matchup. Death Valley Drifter and Tombstone. Let's see here. Von Schnapp's defending against Michigan. Someone trying to chime in?
No, not that I know of.
You there?
I'm here. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. No, we good.
You're not getting that weird noise?
I'm not hearing any weird noise.
Okay. It sounded like. Remember the old Skype would be like bleep bleep when someone trying to sign in?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
All right. Whatever. I'm in here now. You can hear me. That's fine. I'm sorry. The Von Schnapp's defend against the Michigan Border Patrol, so there's a feud. It's going to start rival the Regulators versus Von Schnapp's. Special challenge match: Magnifico Astro versus the Maltese Monster. Tag contenders match: Amazing Graces versus the Astros, and more to be announced. And let me see here. So one thing that Derek did is he kind of spent some time, and he's making the IWL go international. So a lot of the events are happening overseas. We have Matt Manny in London, Soul Survivor in Arena, Mexico, Royal Flush at Monte Carlo, Monaco, and Hardcore Holiday at Tokyo, Japan. So you have all kinds of things. Of course, the recap of the Trash Talk is there. But I wanted to mention the Americanos. So we were going to be doing a trios thing with Uncle Salam and the Americanos. And then, of course, Larry's shuffling his roster a bit and condensing down for next year. So we were like, exiting him out. So the whole bit with them is that they're two guys, one's black, one's white, but they wear the same exact ring gear. And Hank has it in his head that because they do that, they can swap out during a match like the Killer Bees and no one will know. And that's like just kind of like the idea I had, and that's what I've kind of been building on. Because it used to be kind of like this kind of essentially like a Road Warriors type psycho tag team that just went and destroyed people and left. And I've been kind of growing, and now that he's come, I got this thing where like he's getting a big match, so it's like the kind of Rocky effect. I want to kind of build him up, and so he was, but this it was him exiting out, and Uncle Sam taking off, and I'm gonna try to find some kind of Rocky type promo to cut or build up to. But anyways, a lot going on, and again, please read through the Trash Talk, and if you get mentioned, respond. And if you don't get mentioned, call somebody out. And if they don't respond, you know what? Beat them with a shoe. Make them respond.
I like a pillowcase full of doorknobs is favorite. I put them
nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Used to go around and beat homeless people during Halloween.
Right. That is all of our leagues in the IWAR.
What do you got IWAR wide?
IWAR wide. Let me see here. Starting off, that Clash of Champions, I forgot to put it in last time. So the format now
Ryan's
is that
mad that we didn't do the ACW.
Oh my God! I thought you did that.
I thought I did it too.
Oh, I checked. My check mark went too high. See, this is why Ryan should be on the show. All right, Alex, it's your turn.
It's his own fault. Just saying.
Yeah.
All right. All American Championship Wrestling number 14, October 2025. League Champion General Displeasure. American Territory Champion Ernie Slayer. New England Champion The Gaelic Dick Moore. Atlantic Coast Champion Texas Jesse Tombstone. Great Lakes Champion Ken the Anvil Neathart. Smoky Mountain Champion Keanu Thunder. Deep South Champion The Total Package U.S. Mail. The Gulf Coast Champion Terry Garnia. Texas Heartland Champion Ravishing Dick Dude. Rocky Mountain Champions Bud Bud. Desert States Champion Brad the Enforcer Hart. Ryan, which are the Desert States, by the way? Pacific Coast Champion Empire Mine Malice. ACW League Tag Team Champions Brody the Bushmaster Jones and Archie Bushmaster Jones. American Territories Tag Team Champions Shotgun James Carnes and Texas Jesse Tombstone.
Oh, I lost you?
You lost me because I didn't lose anything.
Uh-oh.
I'm happy you put on pants for this. There, Ryan.
Oh, there you are.
Matt's having
Lost your voice for a second.
difficulties, not sexual.
Oh my God. You know what's funny? We didn't have any difficulties until we did the ACW. Just saying.
That's a good point.
Just saying.
I'm seeing a lot of ads for Viagra on ESPN. It's really weird now.
I'm not pointing fingers.
What you can do with those fingers anyway.
That's right. My God.
All right.
Fingers been.
It smells like broccoli. I don't understand why. ACW League Tag Team Champions Brody Buckmaster Jones and Archie Buckmaster Jones. American Territories Tag Team Champions Shotgun James Carnage and Texas Jesse Tombstone. ACW League Six-Man Champions winning 5 free matches. A Jawbone Jack, Tormented Timmy, and Steel Samson. American Territories Champion. I did that one already. And your Battle Royal winner. No, American Territories Six-Man Champion Shotgun James Carnage, Black Robinson, and Texas Jesse Tombstone. And your Battle Royal winner, Ravishing Dick Dude.
Yep.
So, Ryan, what's going down in the ACW, buddy?
Yeah, no, Ryan, get on here. Get on the call, buddy.
Go ahead and the next pay-per-view is Desert Storm, by the way, so keep that in mind. I know that he added brand new matches to that. Right now, we have for the ACW Heavyweight Title match, Shotgun James Carnage taking on Mime Balance, United States Title match. Miles Maverick taking on Hocus Crocus. ACW Tag Team Champion Shotgun James Carnage and Texas Justice Tombstone taking on Ken the Anvil Neidhart and Tony Gornia. ACW Heavyweight Trios title matches: General Displeasure, Colonel Flustered, and STF Ewing taking on the Regulators, of course. And your number one contenders battle royals for ACW Heavyweight: Starlight, Steel Samson, Brad the Executioner Hart, Mime Mayhem, Luther Alexander, and Spud Mud. United States Championship Battle Royal: Mine Mercy, Mud, Fenix, Bobby Brutal, Ken the Anvil Neidhart, Blackjack Robinson, and General Displeasure. And then for your number one contenders Battle Royal for the ACW Heavyweight Tag Team Championship: Mud and Spud Mud, Jawbone Jack, and Tormented Timmy. And for the Heavyweight Trios: Jawbone Jack, Tormented Timmy, Steel Samson, Miles Maverick, Mine Mayhem, and Mime Mercy.
Tormented Titties?
Timmy. Titties is...
Oh, Timmy. Speaking
of titties, Mrs. Maverick, Miles Maverick's mother recently passed away, so we should all give her a moment of silence. That's good enough. Make sure you read the Weekly World's News, and you'll find out her cause of death, by the way. Slightly inappropriate pictures of Tracy. And we have a trash talk from good old Randy Watson. So, that is right. That's the Randy Watson, by the way. But make sure you take time out to read the ACW's TT. A lot of good stuff going on here. So, read it. God damn it. I think we lost Matt, by the way. I don't know, buddy. I think we lost you. Let's see if I try to rejoin. Did you want a link? Thank you, Ryan, for ruining the Tubecast. I appreciate it. Let's see what Matt has to say. He is now messaging me. Lost my connection for a second. Got it back. Not hearing me. Oh, I'm not hearing you either, buddy. Let's take a look here. Let's see if we get him back. Let's see. Nope, I'm still waiting for others to join. There he is. Do you hear me now, buddy?
You hear me now?
I do.
I hear you.
All right.
I'm telling you, we had none of these problems until we covered the ACW.
I agree. I agree with that.
It's all Ryan's fault. Him and his lack of pants.
Ryan, since you're the only one there, just make sure I remind you personally that if you send me a recap of the league, I can go ahead and make a little video for you, a little audio shenanigans for you, if you want.
Oh man.
No, because we used to go we literally back in the days we used to go trash talk by trash talk, but that's when we had way less leagues, by the way. So
yeah,
it is. You make a little bit of a sacrifice for having more leagues.
Yeah, what jerks we are.
What do you think the IWAR limit? What do you think realistically what would be the high end limit for amount of leagues that we could do?
I thought of this the other day about someone asked about expanding beyond gold.
That's so hard to do.
And I wouldn't want to be playing in multiple feds. I hate it. The APL tournament's killing me. But I'm trying to do well, so hopefully I can keep it along. Right now I'm lucky because I'm playing myself in this round, so it's I can't lose. But having said that, I thought, well, if I wanted to really just go nuts and expand, this show would be multiple nights.
Yeah, we'd have to do more. It would be like WrestleMania every week.
Yeah. Oh my God. Can you imagine or we could do one mega show.
We've done it in the past where we did the initial results, then we came back and did trash talk later, a week later.
Yeah.
After we went through and read everything, because again, we usually do this on Tuesdays, and from 4:00 Tuesday till 11:00 Tuesday night, it's not a lot of time.
Yeah.
Eating dinner and what have you, spending time with your wife and kids, and coming home from work, then it gives us a lot of time to prep for this show. But
yep.
We try our best.
There it is.
All right. So we want to go back through IWAR wide?
Yes. So let's see here. We talked about the Bad Company Cup going to the Prophets of Pain.
Yep.
And I don't think I mentioned it last time, but if I didn't, I meant to. Well, Lethal Lottery, the tag tournament went to Nomis, G. Unner, and Blackjack Robertson. So they will get a tag shot.
Who?
At the IWAR World Tag Champions. So Blackjack Robertson lucking out here.
So I heard they're going to be
riding
hippies now, by the way. That's the gimmick
riding
change
the coattails.
For the regulators will be tree-hugging hippies.
Nice.
That's what Ryan told me the other night anyway.
That's all right. Let's see here. So Bound for Glory, we're in the third round, and Phil Landers 501 will win him a share of the money that time. And a lot of we had 501 and then 3 500s. So all the scores were 497 or higher. Or as far as the guys that advanced, and then our tag team derby, we had 7 teams advance, and it's just this round coming up is the final round. And once you get that in the books, then we'll divvy up who won what for credit, because in a tag tournament version, if you will, here we had in round 2, I think it was 5 or 6 teams with 514. So it means less money to go around, but hey, it's all right. The Triple D Cup Trios Tournament, the final 4 are the Von Schnapps, Polar Circle, the Regulators, and the Maryland Blue Bloods. So fun and excitement. And if you look through the current IWAR magazine, you'll see the promo pages for the Johnny B Cup, the Maryland Memorial Tag Team Tournament, the Lethal Lottery Trifecta 6-man tournament, and then you'll see the devastatingly good timed meme, which is, just fitting for this past week's cycle. I'm going to throw it over to Alex and let him do with it what he will, because he also has a picture of Orange Julius to throw around. Yeah. That's specifically for Jeremy, really. But it's true. I've had it happen to me, too. Talked about that. I did want to take a second quick to talk about
AIDS.
Let's see if this will see on camera. This here.
Oh, your camera is dead, buddy. Sorry,
is it dead?
It's dead.
Oh my God! Hold on. Hold on. Where's my camera? Oh.
Then we lost it when you went out before.
Hmm.
Put some pants back on.
I know, right? Ryan! Where is it?
Never
Hold on.
wears any pants.
Camera, there it is. Yeah. Integrated camera. Come on. Oh, that sucks. Well, it won't let me do it. That's great.
That sounds about right.
Anyways, I was going to show off that I had the trophy from the Johnny B Cup, and then show that I also had the trophy for the All Rookie Cup that I'll be shipping off this week, or this weekend probably, to Brian Clothier for winning the All Rookie Cup.
Nice.
Yeah. Had those made. Let's see what else. I think that's everything. So
all right,
we finally got it done.
There it is, another Tubecast in the book. To another 200 more, by the way. So
did it what now?
To another 200 Tubecasts.
I know, right? So hopefully in 200 more would be about 8-9 years, right?
We're talking about
good Lord.
2034.
Ugh. Hopefully, all that flood of players in 2026 will help change things. So,
I'm just wondering what's going to happen to the IWA when the time comes for Johnny B to retire.
He can never retire. That's all
do
there is to it.
you think there's a succession plan somewhere for the IWA?
There's Johnny B Jr.
Maybe. Yeah.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. That's a good question to ask.
All right, there it is. There's a question for Johnny B.
Yeah, not getting a straight answer on that one, I assume, though.
Yeah.
That's okay. I still want to know boxers are brief, and he refuses to answer the goddamn question. You know, like it's bikini briefs. That's it. Leopard print, too. Snow leopard at that.
Nice.
Because he's a discerning gentleman. We all know this.
Oh, he wears Old English.
He does. Yeah, Old English, and you have English leather, by the way.
I'm sorry, English. Yeah. English leather.
All right, guys. So we are officially out of time. So for Matt Riley, I'm Alex G. Have a good night.